Right. Eventually, it's taken me a few weeks um, to actually get here and go live. Bit stressful. First time going live on YouTube. Um, so yeah, welcome to my little place here. Um, I've had a lot of motivation from other YouTubers. I'm going to call out a couple of names. Um, the ones at the moment that I've been watching recently, the last few months, are from America. There's Broly Games, who's into calisthenics. Gokka Pump, same as well, into calisthenics. Um, there's Bro Sanchez. He's just on knowledge. A bit nervous on what to say on here because I've heard that a lot of YouTubers on here have been restricted on what they can say and what they can't say. So I'm going to be as careful as possible. And obviously, if there is anyone that's watching this live, not at the moment, no one's not watching this live. Which, like I said, I don't expect anyone to be watching it live. It's my first live video. But if anyone gets it on the playback, also if you could let me know what my sound is like as well. Yeah, so there's Bro Sanchez. Over the years, there's been people like Alex Jones, David Icke. That's just to name a few. But obviously, people that are here on YouTube that are finding people like myself, like-minded people. I'm on Telegram as well. I've got a local group called Dorchester and Dorset Free Themselves. That's on Telegram. You can find me there on Telegram. Um, there's some good stuff going on Telegram. There's a group called PHA, People's Health Alliance. They're doing some really good stuff. There's also Peacekeepers as well. They're doing some really, really good stuff. So just some stuff that you can check out. So myself, I'm 51. I was born in London, but I was fostered in Dorchester, where I reside now. I went through the foster care system. So from the age of 3, I was fostered down here in Dorchester, Dorset. I went through the foster care, went to special schools, etc., etc. Didn't do well at school. Left school when I was about 14. Tried to go to college, that didn't work out. So I was working from about the age of 15. Then lived back up in London. 15, went through quite a lot. I'd say 1993, 1994, I started to get given some books to read and stuff like that. And yeah, some crazy stuff that I read in these books. But in a nutshell, what I read in those books all those years ago, because that was 1993, 1994, I'm 51 now. It just all just happens to come true. That's all I can really say, really. So all around the time of Biggie, Tupac, and Princess, all around them times there. So yeah, I've struggled pretty much all my life. Things started, I'd say, in a roundabout way. I'd say positive. In 2019, I slowly stopped beating myself up from what I'd been through as a child, etc., etc., and was seeking the right help, etc., etc. Slowly I'd start, and then obviously we all know what happened in 2020. But saying that, through Telegram mainly, I met some really, really good people. I was involved with Alpha Team Assemble, but unfortunately there were some people there that, well, basically have got personal problems, and some of us, when we've got personal problems, we take them out on other people, and those other people can get quite badly affected by it. And basically that's what's happened. I don't really want to be slagging people off. We all make mistakes. We've all got our own personal problems. So, the truth always comes out, as we're seeing right now. Um, I hope this goes through this stream, because like I said, it's just this little test stream to see how it goes, just to give me a bit of confidence to actually, because at the moment, obviously, I'm talking to myself. I'm looking in the chat, and obviously there's no one here because, like I said, this is the first time I've streamed. It's not like I've advertised it or anything like that. So it's just to give me that confidence, because, like I said, I'm really, really like moved, motivated, and learned so much from other YouTubers just coming on here and just being themselves. Well, as you can see, I'm in my bedroom. I don't know the next time I'm going to be able to do this, because I'm in a situation where I might, well, I think it's going to happen within probably a few weeks. I'm going to be homeless. Plus, there's a possibility my electricity here being cut off, so I might not be able to stream for a while. I'm hoping I may be able to still stream on my phone. But yeah, and then once people know that I'm here and I've got hopefully a few people would notice me and stuff like that, I can start doing live chats, etc., etc., questions and answers, that sort of like stuff. Because, like I said, I've learned so much, and I've had so much help from other YouTubers. Broly Games is, got up. I forgot to mention NDO Champ. He's an ex-bodybuilder, boxer, motivational, really, really good. I'm sort of like kind of like getting into calisthenics. I was ill this last year, 2022, a couple of times, really, really, really bad with constipation. And because of obviously everything that's going on with the system, I didn't feel comfortable to call an ambulance or anything like that. So I pretty much had to sort myself out with one female that had a son that suffered constipation when he was younger, and that, so she sort of like knew a bit about it and taught me through giving myself enema and taking. I think I might be able to show it to you. Where's the? It's really helped me. It's called. It's called OxyCleanse. That really, really helps. So with the enema and the OxyCleanse, taking this, I think up to 3 times a day, 2 capsules at a time. Eventually, I was able to pass. I lost 1.5 stone because obviously I wasn't eating. That happened twice in 2022. So obviously I had to look at my diet, and I've had to change my diet completely. So I'm eating more of a vegan-based diet. So I've cut out all the dairy. I wasn't really eating meat. I was eating a bit of chicken, but I've stopped eating chicken again. I was eating fish. I've stopped eating fish. And I've cut out sugar as well. The only, I don't know if it's classed as processed, is honey, which I have in my coffee. I'm trying to cut the coffee out as well. I'm drinking a lot of water, with apple cider vinegar in. I find that really, really helps as well. Drinking distilled water, eating a lot of fruit and veg, and also intermittent fasting as well. So I try to eat between the hours of 2 in the afternoon and 9 o'clock at night. But obviously if I relapse, I'm trying not to beat myself up too much, because I'm just over 10.5 stone and my normal weight's about 11.5, 12. So it's not like I'm trying to lose weight. If anything, I want to put a bit back on, because through last year being constipated, I did lose quite a bit of weight. Probably about 1.5 stone. So yeah. So as I'm sure anyone that doesn't get to watch this little stream, a lot of us, we find it hard. We're going through a lot of problems and stuff like that. So I'm in a bit of discomfort now, because I suffer with disabilities, mentally and physically. Physical problems I've had from when I was about 24, 25. So it's been over 20 years. deformed ankles, which has caused problems in my knees and my lower back and my neck. It can be quite chronic as well. So I am on disability benefits, even though they keep trying to take it away from me. I've been on disability benefits actually since around probably 23, 24. So I'm just hoping, because when I've watched other people's YouTube videos, live videos, and that I've got something out of it. So I'm hoping whoever gets to watch this will get something out of it. Obviously, I'm local. I'm Dorchester, UK. So obviously anybody that's local that wants to reach out, then please don't hesitate, because I think this is the right time now for all of us to reach out and see if we can change the world into a better place. And that sounds a bit corny, but I'm not happy with the way the world is. I don't think I ever have been, to be honest with you. I've always felt that something's not right, and things can be different. Things can be more fair for people, for the people in general. Do you know what I mean? All I see is so much injustice generally in the world, and I know there's a lot of other people that I've met in person and online that I've chatted to. They feel the same way. And obviously, just a little thing as well. Obviously, I've learned that if you're not happy with your environment or with what's going on in your life, the only way that can change is you. Other people can't change anything for you. You have to make that change yourself. So that's a lot of us are on that journey of changing. Trying to be a better person, eating more healthily. Not eating so much, because I think a lot of us, well, I know I do, I eat far too much, but it's something that I've done as a child for a form of comfort, but obviously it's not good, so yeah, just looking at things like that, and then just not taking everything literally. If you hear something, go and do your research. That even, it doesn't matter if you're watching that box that are in a lot of people's front rooms and bedrooms, or if you're here online, going on YouTube or what do you call it, Rumble or Telegram, any of these things, just because you read something doesn't mean it's true. You really do need to analyse and research everything. This is just through my life experiences with information, stuff like that. But if you keep at it and you keep researching, you will eventually get to the truth. And the truth normally is feeling, like your gut feeling. As you sort of like think about it, when have you ever, you've had this gut feeling about something? When has that ever been wrong? I don't remember ever having a real strong gut feeling about something and it being wrong. So like I said, it's just my thoughts. I could be wrong in what I'm saying. It's just my thoughts. So it's just the normal things, really. It's just looking at ourselves as individual people and, thinking, is there something I can do, to make the world a better place? It's easier for maybe someone like me because I don't have a problem talking to strangers. I've got a lot of life experience. I've been homeless. I've travelled a bit. Homelessness, you learn a lot when you're homeless, and you learn to adapt very quickly. And I could be homeless again, so I'm worried about my situation, but I feel that, I will survive because I've been in that situation before. And I'm fortunate that I've got a bit of warning. Some of us, we're not going to get any warning. Some of us get very, very little warning. I've got maybe a month's warning that this is going to happen. I've had longer than that. I've probably had about 6 months knowing that I'm not going to be able to keep the roof over my head. So yeah, I've been doing a very, very small amount of prepping. Um, I've been doing that for the last 3 years, but the way the price of food and stuff like that, I did buy a lot of food since 2020, but unfortunately I've eaten it, it's gone. And it just goes to show how much food you do actually get through. So whoever's out there prepping and stuff like that, you need to work out exactly how much you're eating on, say, like a weekly or monthly basis. You'll be surprised how much food, even I'm a single person, and you'd be absolutely surprised how much, when you actually work out and add it up, take note of what you're eating, you'll be surprised how much you go through just in a month. So I bought hundreds of pounds worth of food in the last 6 months. I say maybe £300-400 worth of food from the wholesalers. Well, it's pretty much all gone, but that's on top of doing a weekly shop, spending 20, 30, £40 a week in the supermarkets. I've been going to the wholesalers because obviously, as you know, everything's going up. I went to the shop, it's the 22nd of the 1st, 2023, and I went there probably about 3 days ago. So let's say the 20th of the 1st. And they wanted £2.50 for a litre of what they call it, oat milk, oat, plant-based oat milk drink, £2.50. Now, I can get that in a 12-pack from the wholesalers for around £1.50. So I'm saving £1 on each thing. But obviously, you've got to take petrol into consideration, the stresses of having to drive like an hour to just go and get food when it's pretty much on your doorstep. And then you have to have the money in the first place, the bulk money in the first place to buy it. So initially, you don't save any money. It's a hindrance having to lay out £100, £140, £150 just for a week, just for food for the week. I know you save over time. So, and to be honest with you, I'm eating just fruit and veg, and I'm just finding it so expensive. Yeah, I do try to eat organic because I feel that it's healthier for me, but sometimes I just have to just eat the cheaper one there that's probably sprayed more with chemicals and stuff like that because I just can't afford the organic stuff. So my plan is to find someone that's got some land and work the land and be able to put up either a caravan or build a little hut and work the land and live on the land. But that's easier said than done, finding that. I was in contact with a couple that brought some land, but from where I'm actually based here in Dorchester, it's like an hour and a half drive away. At the time, they didn't really know what they was doing with the land. So in a nutshell, we weren't really resonating with each other. So it wasn't going to happen. But it could have been worse. I could have not seen all of that and, been, gone with them, moved onto the land and then found out that, that we're not compatible, basically. And this is the problem that I think a lot of people that are like-minded people that are, can see what's going on and want to make a positive change. There's a lot of infighting, there's a lot of disagreements and stuff like this, and it's stopping us from all doing what we really want to do, which is it's a real shame. A lot of infighting, and it needs to stop, really, and that's one thing. I've got a lot of people that have attacked me and stuff like that, but I've said to myself, if I see these people again, I'm not going to start nothing. If they want to come up and say hello, I'll say hello, I'll be polite to them. But obviously I know, unless they've turned 360 and their moral compass has changed. Sorry to say that because you probably know where that's come from, but I just think it's a good word to use, moral compass. Do you know what I mean? Because mine's changed over the years, 100%. The way that I think now and behave towards people and stuff like that is different than from 10, 15, 20 years ago. I suppose, part of growing up and just maturing and having more of an open mind and, you know, not just thinking about yourself, you know, thinking about, you know, when you interact with other people, think how they're feeling, not just yourself. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, all that comes with experience, time, calmness, being calm, learning to be calm, a calmer person. But yeah, I'm doing quite well actually, because 20 minutes has passed from my first live stream. I think I've done quite well. So I'm not going to put myself under too much pressure, because I'm in a bit of pain and discomfort. I think it's just the way I'm sat on the edge of the bed. And like I said, I am really, 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 really stressed out right now. But I do find it does help talking to people. Even this has helped me a little bit, because I feel that at some point someone's going to get to see this video. So I see how I feel. I might try and get on later, because like I said, it's took me a long time to try and do a live stream. It was allowing me to upload videos, but that's another thing. I haven't experienced uploading the video, but it's something I want to do. I want to try and, like, when I'm out and about, is do one on my phone and then come back and upload it. I'm looking forward to doing that. And obviously as well, I've got a body cam that I bought a couple of years ago, when I was with Alpha Team Assemble, regarding some of these centres that a lot of us was disagreeing with and wanted to, you know, so I bought it for that. But I've been having other problems, anything to do with people coming to your door and stuff like that. It's a real good idea. If you haven't got one of these, just use that and just record everything. So basically, that's what I've been doing, to be quite honest with you. But there is a question, if anybody does get to watch this, is it possible on something like this to record a video on this and then upload it to YouTube? And if so, how? It's something I can go on YouTube and probably find out. But sometimes I find if someone verbally or physically shows me how to do it, I just find it easier. So it's coming up to 22 minutes. I'm going to end the live stream now. But for all those that do get to watch this, I appreciate you watching it. And also, if you've got any, what do you call it? If you've got any constructive criticisms, feedback of my stream, I didn't even do no test on the volume. So I've got a feeling it's not even working. Oh, I'm hoping it is. I just paused it. I'm hoping it is. Got the timer on. Yeah, I think it is working. I'm hoping it's working. But anyway, I'm off. Peace and love to you all.